Hey everybody, welcome back to another Papa Tiko's Papa Tiko reacts to Japan related videos here on YouTube. And hi everyone, for all you guys who don't know, I'm Papa Tkyosam. I have my own YouTube channel here, and one of the series that I like to do for my channel is I like to react to Japan content, which I release a video for every Friday at 9 a.m. Tokyo time. And yeah, I'm not just a reactor, I do my own vlogs and stuff too, and I've been actually vlogging more than I've been reacting. But anyway, yeah, guys, today we've got this video from a guy who I can't say his name out loud because I don't know how to read it, but it's called Japanese Police Are Awful. And anyway, yeah, this kept popping up in my feed, and so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna react to it because I saw this guy's videos pop up a little bit ago, but I only watched a handful, so I'm curious what happened here. And yeah, like always, guys, if you like these videos, make sure to let me know in the comment section down below if you want to see more. And if you like the video, smash the like button. Helps out with the engagement. And yeah, if you have any other videos you'd like me to react to, make sure to put down the title of those in the comment section below. I'll link this video in the top comment so you guys can go over and subscribe to him. And yeah, you know what is it? Also, God, I have all these things written down here, and I'm like, I should say all of these. But yeah, guys. Anyway, konnichiwa and all that shit. I study Japanese while I watch these videos, so it's like two birds, one stone. I get to learn Japanese, and I get to watch videos about Japan. It's awesome. So yeah. Without further ado, let's do this. And don't forget to follow me on my social media, guys. The links are down below. Anyway, let's get into the video. This is yeah. This guy went through some shit, and let's hear about it. Put the mic level down so it doesn't echo. Okay.
I hope this video isn't too long, but I just had like one of the worst experiences of my life, and like just a couple minutes ago, bruh. So like, today was a wonderful day. Like today started off wonderful. I woke up early, and I went to class. I had a great presentation with my classmates, and like my professor told me I got an A, you know? And so I'm just hanging around, chilling with my classmates and just doing just the regular stuff like a college student should, you know? And I'm just attending my classes, just doing this, that, and the third. And then after, right? I'm doing my classes around 3 o'clock, and then boom, I'm like, I want to go to Shibuya. Let's go to Shibuya. Like, I need to
Shibuya,
go get a
okay.
couple supplies, and I have like a meeting with
Okay.
SoftBank, which is like a big telecommunications company. They do Wi-Fi and phones and stuff. And I knew I had a meeting at 4:30. And
meeting?
then
Like what, for your phone or
since my
like a
class
job
ended
thing?
at 3, I ended up going to Shibuya around like 3:20. You know what I mean? It's not that long of a commute. And then I went into this store called Daiso. With Daiso, it's just like a dollar store, and so I was just getting like things like trash bags, forks, and a whole bunch of other shit.
Okay.
But then like as I'm walking over to like one of the thrift stores I was gonna go to before I had my meeting, some random police officer came up to me, bro. And it's like, can I help you? And then he's just asking to check my bag or some shit. And he was like saying if I have anything bad in my bag. And then I was just like, no. Like, no, you can't check my bag. Like in the States, I've had multiple interactions with the police back home, and like they'll just might slay some sly shit or just this, that, and the third. But in Japan, it was just
Uh-huh.
like in this situation, bro, like he was asking me like, yo, is it okay if I check your bag? And I'm like, no, there's just no reason to. I didn't do
Yep.
anything.
Japanese cops are
And then
nice.
they just kept saying like, oh,
They're persistently
we
nice.
want to check if you have anything bad in your bag. And I was like, well, I'm just a student. I don't have anything bad in my bag, and there's no reason for you guys to target me out of everyone in Shibuya right now and just stop me and like pull me over to the side so that you guys could look into my bag. because again, there was just no reason to select me out of anybody. I was just walking there with my backpack and just chilling and relaxing, um, coming out of the dollar store, like, and it's just like from there, I'm just like, no, you can't check my bag, like. And this is the one thing that I was reflecting on, like, on my way back home on my walk, is that, like, bruh, like, there was just no reason to. There was just no reason to. And like the unlawful behavior of like police to just be able to select you at, it's not even at random, because they say that they do it for everybody. They say that but I've never heard any stories from Japanese people. I've been here for a long time, and I've talked to people that have been here for a long time, and it's like they don't get stopped. They don't get like bag checked in Shibuya. Like, they just don't, bro. And it's just like, I know why you're talking to me right now. I know why you're talking to me right now, and there's no reason for it, you know. And then we're conversing. I'm like, still, no, you can't check my bag. And then they just keep saying the same thing, like, we got to check if there's a bad thing in it. So, and then they just keep asking, is it okay if I check your bag? In Japan, they'll just keep asking the same question. Like, they'll keep banging their head into the same wall. If I was in the States, a police officer would have just told me, you're not going to be able to leave until we check your bag. And I've been like, I would have felt defeated, but I would have felt defeated earlier. You know what I mean? And so I wouldn't have to go through this prolonged 10, 15-minute conversation with the police officer that, like, where you guys would keep asking me the same question, you know? But in this situation, bro, like, it was literally just so fucking degrading, bro. And like, the thing is, bro, like, I don't want to check my bag. Like, you don't need to check my bag, bro. Like, you just seriously don't need to check my bag, because I know why you're stopping me, right? And then eventually, bro, he slipped up and said, like he was talking about marijuana, and I'm a student. I haven't smoked in like forever, like since I was like in high school. You know what I mean? And like, there's no reason for me to have it here. There's no reason for you to be curious about me having it here. Like, and this is just like, it's just such a degrading interaction, because if I say yes, right, then like, he just gets away with what he's doing. But if I keep saying no, which I did, he ended up calling like 3 other officers, right? And then we're just doing the same conversation, same conversation, saying, yo, we have to check if you have anything bad in your bag. And like, I'm just like, no, you guys have no reason. This doesn't feel lawful. There's just no reason out of everyone in Shibuya. You're not picking on that random obacha that has 600 pounds of just groceries in her backpack, whether or not she has weed in it, or whether or not she has like a weapon or some other shit in it. Like, truly, you're not doing that. You're not. I've never seen it. I've never heard of it. And I've heard of other stories where other people were like, where there are other students, other foreigners, and they just specifically target foreigners, bro. And like, especially as a black foreigner, bro, and I could tell, bro, like, if I was some like tall white man from Poland that was 6'6", that looks like I lived in a snowstorm for my whole entire life, they probably would, I don't know, they'd probably treat that man a little bit different. They probably wouldn't ask him like, oh, do you have weed in your bag? Like, bro, like, and on the walk home, bro, like, it just really fucking broke my heart, bro, because I was tearing up, bro. I was like, bro, like, I'm coming all the way over here to Japan. I'm trying my absolute hardest in school, and mind you, bro, like, I just got an A on my presentation this morning, and then like, I know how black people are perceived back home. I haven't always been respected as a black person that could do well in academic and work spaces, and I finally get that opportunity. And then I'm doing my absolute best in school. I'm doing my absolute best in my workplace, and then I see stupid like, and then it's just like, bro, like Japanese police officers just bring me down to a whole new low. Like every single police officer is just gonna like because I haven't even thought about weed and since like fucking like 5 years ago, dude. And it's just like, why would you assume that I have it, right? I'm just coming out of a dollar store. Like why? Like why are you stopping me just so that you can ask me? And I'm just like, bro, like as far as I have come, bro, are people in the streets, or people in like my work environments, or people at school just gonna think I'm a fucking weed smoking junkie that can't do shit and that needs to go to jail? Like, and it's just like, bro, like I was tearing up at the fact that like as far as as much effort as I am to like put on my suit, look nice, be presentable, speak Japanese, and do a whole bunch of shit in order for me to not just be classified as like some type of crook or some fucking junkie, you know what I mean? And then interactions like this for no reason, like literally no reason, where I'm getting stopped, and then they're not giving me the liberty to leave or nothing. And like, guys, bro, like the most, how should I say, like dehumanizing shit ever, bro, is just being in an interaction with a police where they, especially with a Japanese police in this situation, bro, like the only answer is that they get what they want. So like if they want to search your bag, the best thing that you can do is just give up your bag, bro. And now I know, bro. And it's just like, and that's the thing though, like with a lot of black people, even in the States, bro, when they lose the liberty of like exercising their freedoms, like I can't say no to a bag search, like, and because this is an unwarranted search, like I wouldn't let you into my house, let alone my car, let alone my bag. This is all my stuff. This is all my property. And then for you to just think you have ownership and access to it because you're the police is stealing liberty from me. So the lack of freedom that I have in those situations could be stressful, right? And I see how interactions between police officers and black people as alike could be stressed when you're given that like that situation. This was one of my most stressful police interactions I've ever had in my life. Like I've gotten pulled over for maybe like going like 5-10 over, right? Or maybe like my license plate was like in the wrong position in my car. Like, and it's been very cordial, you know what I mean? But this was like, I'm in Japan, dude. And I'm like
Okay, I mean, like, I don't know how long, how much longer. There's 17 more minutes in this video, but for some reason, I feel like it's gonna be the same thing over and over again of this guy just talking about the experience. First off, Kamu, I saw that, and then the username Kamu, dude. I'm sorry this stuff happened to you, man, and I am not a skin color black person, so I can't really tell you that I've experienced like super harsh racism cop stuff. But let me give you some advice from a guy who's not only been here for a while, but also a guy who, if I had a black son, like adopted son, whatever, half, like, very dark looking son, this is the kind of stuff I would say is that, expect, it's not fair. Life is not fair, and I'm sorry, but it's not fair. And so you've got to realize that a lot of people have perceptions of black people out there that might not be good, And the thing is that you show that you're above it all by being prepared and just kind of accepting the reality and fighting it in a more long-term, outcome style way, like if you really want, like one of my best friends when I first moved to Japan, he was a black dude from Kenya, and but he learned Japanese. I think you said you're here as a student, but I don't know how fluent his Japanese is. I haven't seen this guy speak Japanese, but if he's here for college, he probably hasn't been here for a while if he's talking about living in the States. So I'm guessing his Japanese isn't that high. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But one of the best things you can do is just stay calm and just let it happen, you know? It sounds shitty, but it's like it's not like America where if this was America, I'd say record the fucking thing, you know? Record it all and be as cordial as possible and just record it. And like, you know, in America, you know your rights. People can't search your car without a warrant. You know that even if you don't have a lawyer on retainer, that like the cops can't search your stuff without giving permission, and then also that cops in America are dirty. There's plenty of videos on TikTok and Twitter of cops planting drugs and stuff on like in people's cars. So I understand if you be wary if you're coming from that, but this is Japan. They rarely do that, and as far as I'm aware, they don't do that. They're just bored, you know. Like the cops, they have a quota of people they need to stop every week. My buddy in Yokohama, he looks like he's like a blend of like white Latino, and he has gotten stopped so much that like he's got the fucking police. He's been stopped so many times at Yokohama State. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about, Rikai. I'm talking about you. He's been stopped so many times that like he's got them on speed dial now, and he calls them. He gets the badge number of the cop, and he calls and complains because like he's been late to work multiple times because of this. And you're in college, so I'm guessing you didn't have like a work meeting. You're just like scheduled with something at the SoftBank. But even then, if you had a work meeting, dude, you would have, I don't know, dude. It's like one of those things where it's like, if you've been in Japan for a long time, you'd realize that this sucks. It's part of the reality, and it doesn't matter. Like, this is a small thing that you just need to do because you need to go and get to your meeting on time. You know, it's not about you. It's not about them. It's just one of those things where it's like, it sucks, but you got to move on. And it's like, yeah, but I'm giving up my civil liberties or something. Well, get the cop's number, man. Get the cop's number. And if your Japanese is good, call the fucking police station and complain that you were late to a very important meeting because of that cop. And if you don't have anything, you got to understand, in Shibuya, a lot of young people do drugs. And in fucking Shinjuku, a lot of black people sell drugs. So, you know, it's not like they're trying to pick you out because of like, you know, like just randomly. Like, yeah, I mean, it's not fair. But at the same time, you know, cops are lazy, man. They just want to make their numbers. And I don't know if they thought that you were a drug dealer or whatever, but like this is one of those things where if you're in Japan, you're going to learn how to deal with this a better way. This isn't like America where you can do the Black Lives Matter thing and just get really angry and complain online. Like, it doesn't really work like that. You need to put in the effort to be Japanese and do the Japanese way of this stuff. Otherwise, they're not going to react. You know, they're just going to be like, oh, a crazy foreigner who's going to leave here in a year or two. Oh, fuck it. Like, we don't care. We're going to pretend like we care, and then he'll go, you know? There's plenty of black people here, you know, American black, African black, that do hold powerful positions. Like, hell, one of like the most famous black dudes here, he's like a dean of a college, you know, and he speaks flawless Japanese. So, like, again, like, I'm sorry you had this happen. The first times I ever got harassed by cops, I was skateboarding early in the morning in Shibuya down Center Guy or by like that Content Corner place before it was Content Corner. And the cops were like, hey, what are you doing? And I'm like, yeah, fuck you. I was like, you know, whatever, right? And my Japanese wasn't that good. And they made me stay in the Koban for an hour as, like, punishment. They took down all my information. They checked my bag without being, like, you know, without letting me say yes to it. But, you know, it's just, at the end of the day, like, I do think that, like, look, like, the cops don't stop me that often. But when they do, I have a laugh about it. Like, I remember a long time ago, there was a vlogger here who he told me that he's like, they want to waste their time, or they want to waste my time, well, I'm going to waste their time. And you know, the way I deal with it is that I deal with it with humor. I remember one time I was walking around in Asakusa and I had a bandana on that had the Akira logo on it, and it said like good for health, bad for or like good for mind, bad for health or something, and it had like a picture of a drug on it. And this big fat cop ran down and he stopped me right in the middle of this date, man, and he was just like, I need to check your arms. And I was like, why? And he's like, I think you're on drugs. And I was like, what drug do you think I'm on? He's like, I think you're on meth. And I'm like, do you know what meth does? I don't think there's many fat people on meth, bro. But I just laughed the whole time, and I was like, I was showing him my arms, and I kept joking with him that I was like, you know, do you need to check my asshole too? I was like, "Homon kensa mo hitsuyo aru desu ka?" You know, like, and he's like, yeah, nitis. I'm like, yeah, hontoni hitsuyo nai desu ka? Like, you know, I'm just playing with him. I'm like, you gotta check my asshole, bro. I could be hiding stuff there. You already checked my bag, but like, are you really willing to take that chance? And it's like the one thing is Japanese cops, especially Japanese dudes, they're very homophobic. So if you use that against them, they'll leave you alone. But you know, this is one of the things where it's like you're young, man, and like young people, they got a lot of that main character energy to them. Not that you need to be an NPC all the time, but it's just like as you get older, you learn to pick your battles, dude. And you know, I'm sorry this happened to you, but it's like you got to be strong, man. You can't be this reactive foreigner who's like, oh God, why did this happen? It's like once you figure out how this stuff works, and then you know how to properly complain and like make a difference in the long term, like you can do that, dude. But yeah, man, I'm sorry this happened to you, but like there's, you know, the more you stay in Japan, the more you realize like how Japanese people would react to this kind of thing, the more I don't know, it'll be better for you. I'm guessing the most of the video is just you saying the same thing over and over again. I don't know.
Like this is like one of the first times where like I felt like I literally like have nothing. Like they're at my throat right now. There's
you said that.
As I could come as an individual, much as I keep doing these things, and
yeah, dude, the cops don't care about your personal fucking your personal things. You said you were in a suit that day, and you were dressed all night. All nice and stuff. Yeah, man, that fucking sucks. But again, it's Shibuya, dude. Like, I don't know if you're, like, my buddy, he's down in Yokohama Station. That's not even really a party area, and there's still people that stop him. So it's like, don't internalize all these external things happening to you, dude. You gotta be stronger, man. You gotta be stronger for the future kids, you know? You gotta be stronger for them, and you can't just be like, oh, man, like, they didn't know. The cops don't care. Nobody cares about your personal achievements. Not that it's, I mean, you should care, but you shouldn't assume other people know or that they care, man. It's all business to them. They just want to, like, you know, they like getting that reaction out of you. You can't give it to them, you know?
In Japan, like, my whole entire experience in Japan has been wonderful. But then having this interaction, and I'm sorry if I wasn't able to articulate it, like, I still have a lot of assignments that I have to think about, and so I have to like mentally recover, and then like also.
Okay. I'm just skipping ahead. Sorry.
They'll try to act like you have a choice by saying, "Oh, is it okay?"
Yeah, dude. That's the Japanese cop way. You can't leave, unless you really want to go about it. You get a lawyer on retainer, and then they will come and get you. Basically, the cops won't let you leave until you get a lawyer. And then like basically what happens is that if you did have something in your bag, your lawyer will come down, you call your lawyer, and he says you have no right to do this, and then you guys get in a taxi and you go back to his law office and you ditch the stuff that you have, if you had anything or not. You just wait, you know, but the cops might half, you know, 50-50, they might follow you or not. But I mean, dude, it's just one of those things, man, where it's like you know, you can Google, you can YouTube search all these different things that like people have gone through. That's just like this, man. But at the end of the day, you got to remember, like, keep your head high and remember what's important, dude. Like, you got to get to that meeting, man. Like, you want to piss off the cops, you want to get back at them, call and complain, you know? Get that cop's name and badge number and be like, yeah, you know, I've gotten 50 calls from people complaining about you. Officer Takahashi, what the fuck? And he's like, I'm sorry, boss. I didn't know. But anyway, yeah, guys, that's going to be my response video. I'm sorry. I can't sit through all the same repeating stuff. But, you know, at the end of the day, I hope that, you know, Kamu, I hope you had a better, like, you're having a better situation here. And just remember, man, like, think of the long-term game, dude. You got to think of the long scope or whatever. So, anyway, man, yeah. Keep making videos. I'll put the link for the video and his YouTube channel in the video description below. And yeah, you guys have a good one. You take it easy. And just remember, if there's any other videos you would like me to recommend to you guys, or I mean that you guys would like to recommend for me to react to, put the title down in the comment section below, and I might actually react to it. So, and don't forget to check out the reactions playlist at the end of this video. And yeah, like always, guys, keep it easy. And, you know, stay black, stay strong, Bert. And remember, Otsukaresama deshita. Talk to you guys later. Talk to you on the Discord. Follow me on the socials, damn it. Bye.
time you bit the bullet and started caring about something with all your heart and energy. But you can't care about it if you're always holding yourself back in case it doesn't work out.